Clark is often referred to by his former Whitworth teammates and coaches as the natural, not just a naturally gifted athlete, but a natural at deciphering a defense and a natural at being a good friend and teammate. In the words of Whitworth Heritage Gallery inductee Michael Allen, Joel made it so easy to follow him. He was an All-American level quarterback, but he also was just Joel, who loved to have fun and joke around with you. Joel arrived at Whitworth after earning Offensive Player of the Year in the Greater Spokane League out of Mount Spokane High School. Joel chose Whitworth mostly because it afforded him the opportunity to play football and baseball. He played 3 years of baseball at Whitworth, starting most of the time at third base. In football, Joel became the Pirates' starting QB midway through his freshman year and never missed a start the rest of his career. By the time he was done, Joel had completed more than 60% of his passes for 8,513 yards. He would throw 71 touchdown passes and run for 15 more. He ended his career as Whitworth's all-time leader for passing yards, total offense, and touchdown throws. Former Pirate head football coach John Tully says that Joel flat out loved playing football and competing. He was just a wonderful human being who was loved and respected by all of his teammates. But Joel's success was not just about natural athletic ability. Tully pointed out that Clark worked hard every day in practice and was dedicated to studying film. Drew Griggs, who played with Joel from the 8th grade through college, says that Joel was a silent leader who led by example. He was very level-headed with few ups and downs. You always knew what you'd get from Joel. Joel's breakthrough came in 2004, his sophomore season, and his first full year as the Pirates starter. Whitworth opened at Redlands, California. On an afternoon when the temperature soared over 100 degrees, Clark led the Bucks to a 52-49 road win by throwing for 323 yards and a pair of touchdowns. Later that season, he set a school record for total offense in one game with 502 yards at Linfield, a team that would go on to win the NCAA Division III title that season. Clark was named second-team All-Northwest Conference, and Whitworth would finish 7-2, just missing the playoffs. Joel's ability to improvise in the middle of a play is what separated him from other quarterbacks. Tully says that Joel had an innate ability to sidestep the rush while keeping his vision downfield. He could then either find the open receiver or run for big yards. In his junior season, Clark threw 29 touchdown passes and only 7 interceptions, sharing first-team All-Northwest Conference honors. He ended that season by throwing for a school record 6 touchdowns in a win at Pacific Lutheran. But for the second year in a row, Whitworth just missed qualifying for the NCAA Division III playoffs. Joel and the Pirates rededicated themselves to reaching their playoff goal as they headed into 2006 season. True to his nature, Clark gave a lot of credit to the Whitworth defense. We were so good on defense, every day in practice was a battle. It was very competitive but also fun. That competition made us all better. Clark led the Pirates to a 10-0 regular season record, earning Northwest Conference Offensive Player of the Year and D3Football.com first-team all-region recognition. But in the second half of a win over Puget Sound that clinched Whitworth's 10th victory, Clark severely sprained his ankle. He spent the next week in a boot, unable to practice. In spite of that, he led Whitworth to a 27-23 playoff victory over Occidental by engineering a last-minute game-winning drive. On 3rd and 15 at midfield, Joel scrambled and found Nick Kohler for a 40-yard pass completion with 44 seconds left. 2 plays later, on 3rd down, Joel faked a handoff and, despite his bad ankle, rolled out to hit Drew Griggs with the game-winning touchdown pass. Despite all of the individual accomplishments, Clark describes the personal highlight from his playing career as meeting friends on the team and building relationships. Clark spent 4 seasons as Whitworth's quarterback coach. He married Crystal in 2010, and they have 3 children, 5-year-old Jagger, 2-year-old Jacoby, and 9-month-old Jackson. Joel now lives in Boise, where he coaches QBs at Meridian High School. He and Crystal own the Hyde Park Coffee House, and he works for the United Postal Service. Ladies and gentlemen, for his record-breaking career as a Whitworth quarterback, for his quiet leadership, and for his dedication to building relationships among his Pirate teammates, the Whitworth Heritage Gallery Selection Committee is proud to present for induction today, Joel Clark.